of the 10 years that we've gone through, he has given Nigeria a gift. No nation can afford to forget its own journey, and no leader should escape the duty of stewardship. I stand before you confident, yet humble enough to say that Nigeria is no longer where it was 10 years ago. We've passed that. We promised a change. Today I can confidently tell you that the worst is over. I know what I took over. Don't go back. Look forward. We have a Renew Hope agenda, and we have a book authored by Hope. Isn't that celebrative enough? Under the leadership of President Muhammad Buhari, our party began the work of stabilization. May so rest in peace. Yes, many years passed, mistakes were made, but the direction of our country shifted for the better ever since we came to power. In the second quarter of year 2025, Nigeria's economy grew by 4.23%. That growth is with purpose, not just on paper. It is real growth. Inflation has fallen to 20.12% in August, the lowest in more than 3 years. This means relief is slowly but surely reaching out to our people. You may not feel it yet. Be patient. I thank you for your resilience. I thank you for your endurance. I thank you for your perseverance. Nigeria is changing for better. You will get the benefit.
We are no longer where we are 10 years ago. We have moved. I know what I inherited. 10 years ago, my President Buhari started a change which TInubu inherited. These were TInubu's words in Owerri. Ndị Igbo uhua ofe ka ama ha mgbe ekere nkụ ụkwa uhua. They are telling you. Now let me elaborate what TInubu told you before all of you. What TInubu told you before all of you. When did the word Shetima discuss that with Shehu? How to destroy Igbo businesses and make them ungovernable and push them away from Lagos and Yoruba land, and subsequently, because they are in dot, according to Shetima, shrink them. They have not finished yet. They are still coming. Ndị Igbo, who are you invited TInubu to come and address you? I did not see any uprising against TInubu by those claiming to be leading the struggle. I did not see. I did not see any uprising. What I know is that someone was declaring sit at home. For case this thing, there is no sit at home, please. When they're supposed to declare sit at home, they did not. And they are telling you declaring sit at home, no sit at home in Biafra land. What they want to ensure is their own dominance and drive and tell them that they have conquered. Because if they achieve the aim of sit at home, they will equally cancel the other sit at home. My brain runs like a clock. That is the reason why they comes after me every now and then. No sit at home in Biafra land. Now, this TInubu was in your presence telling you 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it was because of the word of Shetima, how they will take over with the Yorubas, and how if only Igbo wants land, it will be sold 1 million. If a Yoruba man wants land, it will be sold 5,000. If Fulani man wants land, they will sell it at the rate of 15,000 to Fulani, but only Igbo own is 1 million for them to dominate. Is God not wonderful? And TInubu that is addressing you, look at the people that they are addressing. Tomorrow, these very people will tell me that they have brain. Imagine TInubu brain is more sharper than them. Tomorrow they will tell me, don't you know that I'm an Igbo man? Don't you know that I am an elderly man? When Ofeke grows old, he becomes an elderly foolish man. Look at them, sitting very, very quietly. They are addressing them, all of them. Is God not wonderful? They are sitting quietly and patiently. They are addressing them, telling them to go to hell. Do they have any option? The answer is no. The only option that they have is to sit down and listen to the nonsense TInubu is selling to them. That's the only option. Will they rise up to protest against what they were being told? The answer is no. I think I will address this in my live update today. My live update. I have subsequently said every afternoon I will be live to address our own people because it has called for the time for all of us to sit up and preach the truth. Nothing but the undiluted truth. It doesn't matter whose ought is Gog. I will always be here to tell you that undiluted truth which the enemy doesn't want to let you know. I am Nwashibrobi, please, preaching nothing but the undiluted. Eziokwu nke a na-akụ mmiri, eziokwu nke Olisa bi n'igwe. The only thing that you have to do is to hit the like button and share. That's the only thing. Am I telling you to do anything apart from this one? The answer is no. The only thing that I am letting you to know, hit the like button and share. Because that's the only thing you are prepared to do. I am Onyebuchi Nwashibrobi. Nwashibrobi Kambo, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke Chineke a na-akụ mmiri. And you just have to hit the like button and share. That's as simple as ABCD. Hit the like button and share. Are you hearing him? But there are elderly people listening to TInubu. Notwithstanding, this person that is sitting in Owerri addressing the Igbo people is the same person that the wife Oluremi TInubu, which I have named them my pet dog. I have TInubu and I have Oluremi TInubu, Okena Nwunye, the same color. I gave them TInubu and Oluremi TInubu. If I shout it very well now, they might be here because they are hearing their names. I am Onyebuchi Nwashibrobi, please, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke a na-akụ mmiri. That is the only thing that I have brought upon your platform, and you must hit the like button and share, please. Is God not wonderful? The person, the wife, was caught saying that they will destroy Igbo businesses and claim it. Not just she said it, but they are doing it now. All over Lagos, anywhere that there is Igbo buildings, they go there and destroy it. They said it before they entered office. Why they are doing it? Even yesterday, they were destroying one in Lagos. Why they were doing it? He was in Owerri addressing bunch of non-entities, those who claiming that they are stakeholders. Chineke kpọọ ha ọkụ there. I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi. You do not sell nonsense to my own people. Freedom will come in an undiluted manner. It is freedom, and it will come. Do you know why freedom will come? Because Elohim, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, is God and not man, and only him will give us the desired freedom, which no human being can everly do, only God Almighty. And the only thing that you have to do is to hit the like button and share. Hit the like button and share accordingly. Are you listening to me? Is God not wonderful? Are you understanding the importance of this very program? We will move, regardless of what the enemy does. My own is that I will forever move, because forward ever, backward never. This is freedom, and freedom comes. Freedom is the inalienable right of every right-thinking human being, and it is our right to agitate and stand for freedom, nothing more, nothing less. Can we do any other thing aside from this very freedom? The answer is no. We must stand firm, and we must stand our ground to say enough is enough. If you are listening to me, can I hear you say, Papa, ride on, please? I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi, preaching nothing but the undiluted. Eziokwu nke Chineke a na-akụ mmiri. That is the only thing that I have brought upon your platform. Eziokwu nke Olisa bi n'igwe. Hit the like button and share. Now let me move. Subsequently, I am still here preaching, and I will forever move to protect the interests of the Biafra people, to protect the interests of our race, to protect the interests of everyone. This same TInubu who is addressing you is busy destroying your buildings in Lagos, destroying your shops. Peter Obi went to, I think, Alaba, if I'm not mistaken, just because of the massive way they are destroying Igbo businesses at Ojo and at Alaba International, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. Then the same person who is destroying your business came to Owerri to address you and tell you that they have moved from where they are and they are going front. Moving from where they are, 10 years ago, nobody was destroying your buildings anywhere. 10 years ago, nobody was destroying your buildings anywhere. And the man who destroyed your businesses is telling you that 10 years ago is better than now. 10 years ago, there is nobody sponsoring bigotry against the Igbos. You know, nga na-egbu ọkwa ihu anaghị adị ọkwa mma, nga na-egbu ọkwa ihu anaghị adị ọkwa mma, but our own people have forgotten. An injury to one is an injury to all. That is the reason why even Orji Uzor Kalu, as evil as he are, when he was thrown into prison, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said no. No Igbo man must celebrate the persecution of an Igbo man by another people. Even if Peter Obi is being persecuted, I will no longer celebrate it. Even any Igbo man is being persecuted, I will no longer celebrate it. I will fight for them. You see all their political nonsense. ọ bụrụ na aka ka ihe eji kpochie ha anya, ha ga-ahụzi ụzọ wee mee ruo onwe ha tọrọ. But will I support them when they are being defended? The answer is no. An injury to one is an injury to all. When they do it to your top politician, then who are you? They will overrun you overnight. Should I say that I recognize them as nonsense politicians? The answer is no, because they are the evil ravaging our land. You have to understand the angle that I'm coming from. I am coming from the same angle of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because he is a perfect teacher. I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi, please. Am I speaking right? I don't know if I'm making sense at all. Am I making sense? I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi. 10 years ago, you were doing business and living fine. 10 years ago, there is no... Are you aware that when Igbo man now import container, Igbo man need a Fulani man to use his name to clear the container? Are you aware? Are you aware? They go and hide at the back of one Alhaji to clear their own container. Is God not wonderful? And they are telling you that they have moved out from where they were 10 years ago. Ikwe? Some of you. Nanki Bazwan, never you insult Yariba and Fulani because they are better than you. I wonder how you look at your own core hater. Your own core hater. Somebody that hated you with impunity. Addressing you. Urinating on the grave of your own heroes. And you buy that scrap, you buy that nonsense. Because of TInubu's political ambition, he have practically destroyed even the Yoruba people. One useless Oba on X, that one I don't know if his traditional throne is located on Twitter X. That one said that they have had a fruitful discussion with the kings of the Yorubas and all hands on deck on how to protect their territory. That idiot forgot that the president of Nigeria is a Yoruba man. Yet, they are being pied and massacred. And the person that he is having meeting with is not a Yoruba man. The chief of army staff is equally a Yoruba man. The president of the nation is equally a Yoruba man. DSS is equally a Yoruba man. Police is equally a Yoruba man, if I'm not mistaken. And these whole people cannot protect them. That is one thing that I'm telling our Igbo brothers. You see this your cry for Obi, 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 Obi. Obi will not protect you. Learn from what you see. Those who claim to be first-class citizens of Nigeria, they are wiping their people away. They cannot protect. Chief of Army Staff, Yoruba, Genuine Police, Yoruba, this and that, Yoruba. They have all colluded in order to shrink their people. And please listen to, hear the names that they mentioned. When they said that they held the meeting, Fulanis and the Yorubas and the Igbos, the Islamic Guinean, they said that they informed the Yoruba Muslim and the Igbo Muslim on how they will take over Nigeria. So it may be when Peter Obi comes, the agenda of that one will be perfected within you. And you are still not ready to ask for your own freedom. Those people, those Efulefu are still confusing you. The only thing that will save an Igbo man is freedom. Look at Yoruba and learn from them. Is it not their lands that are being destroyed? Is it not their people that are being destroyed? Are they not being pushed into untimely unwike? They are being pushed into untimely unwike. What have you? Nothing. You have got nothing, practically nothing. The same person pushing you into untimely onwike came to Owerri to address you. Can you people tell me one benefit of TInubu coming to Owerri, please? What do you benefit? If not to re-elect him in order to finish you. TInubu held Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, yet he have not released Mazen Nnamdi Kanu under his custody. Nigerian law said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu committed no offense. He is still being held. Omoyere Sowore was released by TInubu. Sunday Igboho was released by TInubu. All the Yorubas held was released by TInubu. Yet your son is under detention, courtesy of this Umu Efulefu ravaging their own land, claiming we are the political heavyweight. An injury for one is an injury for all. All of you are celebrating nonsense. When it turns to you, there will be no one to fight for you, because that is what you have created. You have subjugated your own people to the tone that they have become afraid. They don't know what next again. But that is not the case of an Igbo man. An Igbo man is never afraid of anything. Instead of us, we did it in America. Instead of us to bow to slavery, it's better that we end everything once and for all. This is our own stand, and this is where we are. We go nowhere. We will continue without fear nor favor against our enemies. One agenda is certain. We need our total freedom. It doesn't matter how long you continue to suppress the Biafra people. We need the total restoration of Biafra. That's the only thing that we need. We are not calling unto you to do anything, because we know that you are weak and you cannot do anything. We know that you are too weak to act, but we are just informing you that whether you do something or not, this particular freedom must come before me and you. The total freedom of the Biafra land must come before me and you. Do you know why? Elohim Chukwuokike Abiyama, the creator of heaven and earth, is God and not man. He is God and not man. And only him, and to him alone all glory and all honor must be unto. And not man also. And not man. Mụ na-ekwu, mmụọ na-ekwu, were olu m mara m. I am the epitome, the embodiment of the spirit of the ancestors. Were olu m mara m. It is Onyebuchi na-ekwu. Just know me by my voice. I am Onyebuchi Nwashibrobi, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke Chineke a na-akụ mmiri. Eziokwu nke Olisa bi n'igwe. You just got to know me by my voice and by my name. Are you listening to me? Are you understanding the angle which I am coming from? This is total freedom and total restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. We go nowhere, we stand here. A agbacha ọsọ agụọ mile. A stitch in time saves 9. Eme ngwa ngwa eme ara ọdachi Igbo na-atụ n'ilu. But if we do not fight for this very freedom and stand by it, we may be consumed. The only reason why you must stand firmly is to stop the consuming or the rage of fire destroying the people of Biafra. Just to stop it. That's the only reason why you must rise up. Are you rising up to do anything? The answer is no. Just to stop the takeover of your own land, which have been planned, and they are seeing the commencement of that plan. We will never allow that to happen. We are the children of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, just the very finest on this very planet Earth. Our decision is final. What is it in our decision? Just to live the way that the white man met us. We want to go back to that same self-rule. You don't tell me that slavery have ended, but you put me into slavery. Put me in a way and manner that is not part of me. It's not part of my way of life. And you continuously change and suppress me, and you tell me slavery have ended. Then you handed over the black man's slavery. Is that what you all want? This very freedom must come, please, irregardless of whatever you do. I want you to know that TInubu coming to Owerri is to urinate on the grave of Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu. To urinate on the grave of other brave Biafra people. Philip Effian. What is his name? One of the Biafra finest commander from Ahaba, the present day Asaba. I want you to know that what they call the Asaba is called Ahaba, not Asaba. Asaba have no meaning. It's called Ahaba. They wanted to change all our life, all our way of life. They wanted to change it because they never wanted us to survive as a people. But we are turning the narrative. It doesn't matter what they do or the fake elders that they assemble to tell them rubbish. If you listen to what, those days they said, if you listen to the word of your elder, you will live. Because ihe okenye nọ n'ala wee hụ, ọ bụrụgo na nwata climb all this thing, he will not see it. But now, ihe nwata nọ n'ala wee hụ, ọ bụrụgo na okenye arụrụ ala climb all the highest mountain, he will not see it. We are now the people telling this ụmụ okenye arụrụ ala. Those people that see the destruction of their children and keep quiet just because they want to eat turkey with tissue. They want to eat with 2 ndudigwe. They sold their generation because they want to drink with the high and mighty. Put in shiago and red cap and then that's the only thing. And a hater of an Igbo man appears to them. If TInubu said that he loves you, why destroy your businesses in Lagos? It's not a rocket science. The wife said it. And TInubu himself was caught saying that they were many than the Igbo people. They were many than the Igbo people, telling their people to use force, grab it and do this and run away. Those bigots. TInubu is one of the highest bigots ever existed. All of them are still there, talking rubbish. It is better that you stand up and protect your own land, or else you are being consumed. One of the two must happen. You must stand up and protect your land, unless you want the destruction of your lives and property. TInubu, oya, get out. Oluremi, oya, get out. Come on, get out. I told you people that if I continue calling TInubu, my dogs will come. Because I have a TInubu and Oluremi TInubu here. I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi, please. Hey, I will flog you. I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke a na-akọ mmiri, eziokwu nke Olisa bi n'igwe. That is what I have brought upon you. Were olu m mara m. Know those who hate you. Do not adore or worship those who hate you. It is now or never to protect and preserve our heritage and our land. We have not intimidated anyone before. We have never intimidated even the Yaribas because that's their real name. Yariba, I wonder when you call them Yariba, they say, oh, you are hurting them. What's the meaning of Yoruba? Their name was Yariba. Yariba was the name being called to them by Fulani because Fulani called them backwards, dark people, people have no sense, this and that. They use it to mock them, Yariba. And they themselves know it. It was Archbishop Desmond Tutu that rebranded that Yariba to Yoruba. If I'm not mistaken, is it not his name? Archbishop Desmond Tutu, if I'm not mistaken, please. That's the person that rebranded Yariba to Yoruba. And when you call them Yariba, they will say, oh, you are hating on them. We are the Asian people, the Igbo people, and we arrive in their land. The hatred is, many of you don't know where the hatred come from. Where they stayed now, where they call the Ile-Ife was Igbo settlement before. We were there long before they came. That is the reason why they are opening eyes. We were in Ile-Ife and Ijebu, Igbo, before they came. They know it. They were wanderers. They came through the desert. And we lost to pursue them. The same thing is happening right under our nostrils. Some people are destroying your businesses, pushing you away. After then, using your governors to push you. God forbid if you lose this time around, you will get yourself in ocean. Because they have practically spoiled you. If a Yoruba man gets out of Nigeria, any country that he goes to, he goes there with Igbo name. He goes there with Igbo name to destroy Igbo tradition. When he gets there, he engages in all manner of evil. And at the end of the day, they will call Igbos. Me, personally, I have encountered them, and I'm now challenging them. Any one of them that I see. There is one that I'm even waiting for now. Because that one have destroyed our people. They know now, that Igbo man is a very useless man. But he's a Yoruba man. He's a Yoruba man. Destroying our names anywhere that they go. These are planned. They planned this long ago. And our people are still sleeping. They plan to rubbish you anywhere you go. It is me now that is now telling, oh, they are not, this one is Yoruba, he's not Igbo. Because they don't know. Once they get out and change their name to Chukwuma. Chukwuma, that his intonation is Yorubatic. He doesn't speak any other language than Yoruba. And then, I have seen many of them. And their excuse is that, oh, they love Igbo. They don't want to associate with their people. That is the reason why they do it. But it is a lie. If they tell you that rubbish and you believe, you don't know anything. Their only decision is to destroy you and destroy your name. Don't believe them when they tell you that rubbish. And you must stand up. Don't listen to this group of barbaric people, backward people. Don't listen to them. And we must move. From me, from here, from the temple of the Gracio, it is good morning. Have a nice day, please. Bye for now.